We play and call it work.
Hey everyone, and welcome to this week's episode of Rules You Got Wrong, Warhammer Fantasy Edition. We're going to go, it'll actually be a little short, and the first one we're going to go to is our last battle report was Empire versus Lizardmen.
Yes, sir.
I think we had a little PSA or public service fundraising announcement during that video.
Oh no.
But Lantern says, at 10:25, Swift Reform Battle Rule Book, page 905 summary, type Swift Reform when after making a normal reform. That doesn't make sense quite yet. So I guess after reform, you roll to see who can move. Now, basically, I understand what you're trying to say, and I'll try to explain this better. This comment has come up every few months, and I've corrected it by showing the paragraph under the under the rules page of how to do Swift Reform. Because people keep saying you do your reform and then you roll your leadership test to see if you can then move afterwards. And I said very clearly numerous times, no. It tells you you do your test first and then your reform, whether you fail or not, because you can choose to keep going straight the other way if you fail your test. Now I understand why it keeps coming up. Lalern actually pointed out in the summary in the very back of the book, lays it out just as he said it. Type Swift Reform when to do it after making a normal reform, which very much contradicts exactly what the rule says back in the movement section of the book.
Yeah, there's the two separate things they're saying.
At least I understand why it keeps coming up. So we're going to continue to use the rules where you roll first before you do Swift Reform, because it is in more detail. There are many words to back it up in the rules section, but at least now there's a valid argument. There's very clear contradiction at the end of the rule book.
We looked in the FAQ and I couldn't find anything, but if you guys can find something, then please let us know.
Point it out. Okay, Crispin Ewing. Sorry to break it to you, mate, but if you have a Slan and Temple Guard on the table, you have to put them in the same unit. You don't have a choice. Well, sir, sorry, dude. No, you're wrong. One, I don't think there's even a rule anymore that says they have to join the same unit. I know it used to be that way, but more than that, my Slan had the upgrade, which I currently don't have. It's the one that gave him unstable and ethereal, and also says he may not join a unit.
Yeah, that's the last line.
Sorry, dude, you're wrong.
Even if you did have Temple Guard, it says he can't join units, so that overrules anything else.
There you go. Next, we got Warriors of Chaos versus Skaven. Again, this is Colin and I playing, episode 138. Tenneth, Steve, those D3 runes from the Hell Pit into your trolls all go into a wound pool. So the troll should have taken 2 wounds, not 2 trolls taking 2 or 1 wound each.
So that was the trolls getting hit by the feed attack by the Hell Pit.
So what it was is I had 3 trolls in base contact with the Hell Pit, and I had each model had to make an initiative test. And if they failed, they took a strength 6 hit. 2 of them failed. He wounded both of them, and then they each did 1 wound. And I put them on 2 individual trolls. That shouldn't have happened. That should have went on 1 troll. My mistake, my bad.
I don't think it made that much of a difference, but...
Yeah, it's hard to say, but yeah, you're probably right. I don't think it made a difference. But either way, yeah, you're right. I did that wrong.
Yep.
Grimace, I love your name, dude. Steve, at 16 minutes and 57 seconds, you should not have channeled your wizard. Your wizards were fleeing, but I really wanted to channel.
Cheater.
Yep, you're right, dude. My bad.
Sometimes you just forget those things and you forget which ones are fleeing, and like if a unit's fleeing, you forget your
brain farts happen, and I'm not saying don't point out the brain farts, because
the more we
sometimes not a brain fart. Yeah, sometimes not a brain fart, and we just actually do things wrong.
Yep, and the more you correct them, eventually we'll get it one day.
That's true. Cal Pot. No, Knall Pot. I can't say your name, dude. That Hell Pit be stubborn. Now, he didn't say yo, but I'm going to add a yo to that.
I mean, it seems appropriate.
That Hell Pit be stubborn, yo.
Yeah, that was my bad. Sorry. It's got 86,000 rules. I forgot one.
That's true. And Bloodshot VX says, Spirit Leech uses models unmodified leadership. You're right. The card does say unmodified leadership. However, it's been FAQ'd that a model may use your general's inspiring presence leadership value against it.
Yep. So
yeah, you're right. It is not modified, and technically you're not modifying your leadership. You're using your general's leadership instead. I know it's semantics. It's you're right. It does say unmodified leadership, but the FAQ does say you may use inspiring presence, and that's the only modification that I'm aware of for that particular spell. So yeah, it was inspiring presence, but you're not wrong. but neither am I. So there you go. That's this week's episode of Rules You Got Wrong, Warhammer Fantasy Edition. Saying rules you got wrong is difficult for me, apparently.
Rules you got wrong.
Thank you, Cullen. Thanks for watching, guys. Happy wargaming.
Bye-bye.